Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. What's your take on pretty much this large number of claims right now? I feel like 2 or 3 of them are simply attempting to get a sack. I mean, they have this large number of guardians, and well, the protectors aren't suing Cassie. With Cassie, it's also Boosie just emerged to drop his opinion on Cassie's circumstances with Diddy and the claim that she recorded and kidnapped. Let me explain to you why this man is implying that Cassie may be lying. Boosie is one of a handful of CBS employees who have spoken on the claims, and he is guaranteeing that Cassie is misleading blackmail cash out of Diddy. However, she likewise partook in the oddity offs. Boosie likewise offered a few remarks about how Cassie was supposedly savage to Diddy during their relationship. And, honey, there is a great deal happening here, so we should unload it okay. So it seems as though not every person is thoughtful to Cassie, and the things that she did with Diddy and Boosie are one of those individuals. Since Cassie dropped her claim, there have been certain individuals guaranteeing that she was making things up for clout to get cash from Diddy, or that she was coming clean yet turning current realities into her own plan. Well, Boosie falls into the second gathering since, despite the fact that he accepts that the oddity offs happened, he trusts that Cassie was lying about how she loathed it since it was a consensual demonstration among her and Diddy. With Cassie is both a possibly she was damaged by what she experienced. She cherished each moment of it despite the fact that this is an intriguing take. It's super questionable in light of the fact that the things that Cassie guaranteed in the claim were genuinely horrendous. She asserted that Diddy would compel her to employ male escorts and afterward get physically involved with them while he watched and got off on it. She asserted that she never needed to participate in an oddity offs in light of the fact that it wasn't her thing, yet Diddy couldn't have cared less. What she needed, and he would compel her to do it at any rate. And when she attempted to oppose, he would drive her to take substances until she became agreeable, and she would disassociate from the oddity off. She additionally discussed how he would compel her to have on white nails since he enjoyed the way that her nails differentiated against the dark skin of the escort, and he would likewise have her unfortunate child oil all around her body, so her skin displayed during the oddity offs additionally. Why, there was the part where she guaranteed that he would record the meetings, and he kept the recordings on his telephone or PC. She attempted to erase the recordings 2 or multiple times, however. He generally had reinforcement duplicates, and whenever she figured out how to erase the recordings, he would continuously recuperate them and afterward drive her to watch the recordings with him just to demonstrate to her that she was influenced quite a bit by all. Generally, Cassie proceeded to uncover that if she attempted to leave, he wouldn't let her leave. He would have individuals on her to take her back to him with dangers about how he planned to destroy her vocation and her life. She likewise guaranteed that he would strongly drag her out of spots like clubs, bars, and, surprisingly, some industry occasions. At whatever point she accomplished something that he could have done without. There were much more allegations that had individuals solidly. Cassie's ally, on the other hand, Boosie, doesn't really like her story because he accepts that she took part in whatever was going on. I'm saying that simply say she might have cherished every moment of it since. In such a case that someone making you a greater, a superior, no doubt, that was an odd one I wasn't prepared for, that one Listen, okay, are you getting? Better why your man is getting off than you say after you do this. Ari Fletcher, for instance, has spoken about how she cherishes it when Cash Saku compromises with her and pulls a weapon from her booking. The flight was actually never reserved. It was a counterfeit booking. Goodness, that's right. You converse with Puller and show me like I wish you would leave the D that is somewhat screwed up. Yet hello, I'm not here to decide whatever floats their boat. I'm trying to say that Boosie sort of has a point about how a few ladies love that, so he accepts that Cassie was one of those ladies. He accepts that she cherishes the gifts, cash, and way of life that Diddy had the option to give her regardless of whether it accompanied punches and oddity offs. Particularly appears to accept that she partook in the oddity offs in light of the fact that Diddy would make her recruit a few men with fascinating hardware and that the oddity offs didn't damage her life. She guaranteed in her claim. He likewise asserted that Cassie would likewise put her hands on Diddy, yet she avoided that with regards to her claim. Since it made her look terrible, she obliged it. She clearly preferred the way of life, and from what I comprehend for certain individuals I converse with. When she discusses the it really went the 2 different ways, there'll be circumstances where she would begin putting hands on him, and afterward he would answer, and afterward, would transform in Oh, Iraq, ladies, you realize a few ladies do that they like to put their hands on a man and see what he will do, knowing they won't win yet. Only it's a wrecked mindset. Write the entire thing about the entire thing finding fellows with who's exceptional to have with lady I try not to. Get that, no doubt there's a great deal happening here. However, basically he accepts that Cassie was lying about the oddity offs in light of the fact that she needed a payday following Diddy with the box. Gus claims was a speedy way for her to get a sack. What's your take? Pretty much this multitude of charges right now. With Diddy, I feel like several of them, they simply attempting to get a pack. I mean, they got this multitude of protectors. And while the Guardians are suing with Cassie, it's either fans had blended sentiments about Boosie's remarks, and they said Boosie Badazz shielded Cosby and R. Kelly, so I'm not shocked he's safeguarding Diddy. Boosie loves safeguarding troublemakers. I can't help thinking about why, and I concur with Boosie. A few ladies profess to be into all that freaky stuff to keep a man. She likewise was getting cash gifts and a way of life the vast majority couldn't have ever chosen at the time. It was smart, yet she grew up and acknowledged how frightful that